indeed great pleasure to be here. As Dr. Sartaj, Dr. Nisar, and Professor Irshad said, you know, since I have joined as Vice Chancellor of the university, although I've been in the university now, I think, for last 38 years, uh, it's been my, the inner feeling that innovation component and entrepreneurship component in the university should really pick up, because uh, you know uh, I have seen that for our youth in the UT there's immense potential to go into this venture, and there's a wide range of opportunities. But I think what's lacking is awareness, our training, our resources, our brainstorming, our awareness. These things are lacking, and the mindset has to be created amongst our youth, that innovation and entrepreneurship is also one of the ways for earnings, not only the government job. If we look back, in our own UT, our youth would go into medicine, go into engineering, go into teaching, although very less would venture into entrepreneurship. Small scale industries की तरफ very few would go, towards handicrafts very few would go. But if we see the role of youth towards handicrafts, towards arts, towards even into the fruit industry, youth in the rural areas have played their role at the grassroots level. But they have not, come up with the ideas where internationally or nationally they would get recognition and go into a large scale. uh, Already the information has given by the the earlier speakers about the centers which we have in our own university. And believe me, it's the basic, you know I should say, the inner basic feeling of all of us, that these centers should really come up to the expectation, first expectation of a youth, expectation of everyone, this side, that side, who are here, and then to the society. University of Kashmir has a role to play in a society also, being one of the premier higher education institute of the UT. And this new gen, Dr. Nisar, Registrar of the University, already gave some of the background about new gen. I'm happy Dr. Sartaj and his team is moving slowly and slowly, because at once, I'm aware of it, we cannot achieve things at a higher scale at once. Small efforts we have to make, and then definitely we'll move ahead. And whatever, the way he's planning, and of course I monitor it in the administration. We tell him to go ahead. There's an advisory committee looking after the activities of this particular center. As Registrar already said, unfortunately it has not taken up the way it should have been. Unfortunately, due to various reasons, I think COVID and other reasons. But I'm happy for last 1 year, 1.5 year, it's taking its pace and moving slowly and slowly. And believe me, you all have a role to play in it. They have already said that proposals were invited, projects were invited for startups. They were screened, and the names will come out who will be given finances, and it will not be pick and choose on the credibility. There's a high level committee which is assessing these projects, because there's no scope for pick and choose. scope is only where the project is viable and the startup inshallah will be viable and it will pick up. So definitely, things will move and the results will come out. But again, this is an effort. Naturally, we have to make all of you aware of what is happening in the university. Yesterday, you must have seen we had that TED talk to the lady who's recycling the polythene bags and all that, See, at the grassroots level, and she was telling me she has a patent in, China. She has a patent somewhere, international patents. She's not educated, ना तो उसने कोई PhD किया ना कोई MSc किया है. Simple metric है. And उसके थॉट ने, उसके विगर ने, उसके हार्ड वर्क ने उसको कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचा. शी इज़ इंटरनेशनली नोन नाउ. सो ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स ला के वी वॉन्ट टू मोटिवेट यू, वी वॉन्ट टू इंस्पायर यू. डेफिनेटली आई एम श्योर सबके पास अगर अच्छा आइडिया ने होगा, एटलीस्ट 30%, 25% here in this hall must be having the ideas which can really catch up. So definitely these types of platforms will help you, make you aware कहाँ से हमने connectivity करनी है, कहाँ से हमें किसके पास जाना है, how we can float our idea, who can help us, who can finance it, so that you people can do really well. And I'm happy कि Sartaj Saab and his team has taken today's this program in this particular hall, and I can see good number of girls also, and it's my inner feeling, let the girls also have some startups, and let boys also have startups. We have to change our mindset. आपने देखा होगा, nowadays online girls as well as boys do business online. Abhi few days back, I ordered that harissa by kilos, okay, and 2 young boys from management, they have done in हमारे हैं management studies के हैं. I was so happy to dot. He said कि dot last Sunday dot 8:30 deliver होगा. 1 minute ना इधर था ना 1 minute उधर था. Dot 8:30 they delivered. So these are small efforts, and they really pick up. आगे summer में some other idea can be floated. आजकल इतने ideas हैं. So I just shared it. Then I specifically asked him, आपका कैसा जा रहा है business? कहा मैम इतना काम है कि हम maximum orders ले ही नहीं पाते. So then I told him, why don't you employ people with you? तो he was telling me, मैम वैसा ही करेंगे, because season में ही हम कमाते हैं. At least if they can take out their pocket money, उनमें से एक I think he's studying further, कुछ ऐसा ही. So these are the things which are coming up in our own valley. I think we have got great potential to venture into these things, and I'm sure that today's program will definitely make you aware, will definitely sensitize you how you can further move if you have ideas. And Dr. Sartaj and his team is there, and Dr. Bilal is here, who's looking after the innovation and incubation at IoT. We have skill development and capacity center. Dr. Adil is looking after it. So many these small efforts university is making, and I'm sure inshallah something big will achieve. And with these words, I really want that University of Kashmir should be recognized as one of the best institutes, at least in the valley, to achieve something. With these words, best of luck to everyone, and I congratulate Dr. Sartaj for giving new life to the new gem. Thank you very much.
Yesterday, Madam, we were sitting together on the dais, but Madam floated a wonderful idea. I just quote that so that you get the concept, what visions we have for the youngsters. Madam discussed about the foliage of chinars that we have seen covering almost whole of the Simba campus. And she told me, can't we use it for, say, entrepreneurship as such? I told her, yes, ma'am, we used to do it. We used to actually trade that off for creating coal for using in the Kangris, etc. But then government induced a ban on that. And because of that, we have a new concept that was highlighted by Madam, and I am doing it almost every day. Madam also said she is also doing it same way. That is a natural product which we can convert into an important green compost which can be used without any side effects. You can collect it, compost it in a pit for a duration of maybe 2 or 3 months, and then after that add it to any vegetable bed or ornamental cultivation beds or even into orchids. You will see that it will have no side effects apart from inducing quantity improvement as well as maintaining the quality of the products. As you all know, better, we use synthesized fertilizers, use fungicides, pesticides. They may increase the quantity, but they deteriorate the quality of the product. But in these green manures, we have no side effect on the product that we actually harvest and then consume. Now visualize if such themes are actually floated by the youngsters to create an entrepreneurship wherein a natural product is used. And for usage of natural product, he may need some space, he may need some equipment. For that, government and University of Kashmir will try to provide some sort of financial assistance to create that sort of a hub, and they will use it as an important source. Now, here investment is that you have to utilize whatever the resources are, and your concept is to use it in a way in which it will become commercialized. I'll give my example what I do at home. Whatever wastage from the kitchen is produced, I have dug a pit in my kitchen garden and try to throw that wastage into that pit. And whatever grass that is cyanodon, that is the lawn mowing I do, whatever grass I harvest, I try to add that to that pit. I only do one thing regularly. After every week, I shake that. Don't allow it to remain in one position. I shake it after every week, and then after a couple of months, I try to dig it out and add it to the kitchen garden, to my small orchard, and to the flower beds. And I've seen the organic compost is increasing the compatibility in terms of adaptability of plants and also inducing sustenance of the quality of the product produced by those. My investment is my simple knowledge. Using the wastage of my home to convert that into an organic manure, adding that to the garden, and it is increasing. The investment is simple. I will highlight what Madam told me yesterday. Can't we do it? We can do it. And I asked the director landscape to be with me for some time, and we'll try to see whether we can induce a concept in the students as well as faculty members to use that foliar wastage and convert that into a commercial product. And that can be an entrepreneurship. And he may need some space, or she may need some space, we'll provide that space also. She may need some sort of equipment to convert that into a quality product. We can provide financial assistance for that also. Madam also highlighted yesterday that Dean Research should sometimes support the students in terms of not only drafting a plan, but also helping them to use some financial assistance from our local funds so that they can use it. And they can convert that into an entrepreneurship and be self-dependent. As you all know, that job scarcity is a concern throughout the world at present. And after completing post-graduation or even completing doctorate in any subject, you have to search for a job. And there, entrepreneurship can be a way out. And there we can actually take with us a message that whatever resources we have, whatever concepts, themes we have, let us try to compile those and try to submit that as a plan. As was highlighted by Sartaj Saab, we assessed many programs. Some of the themes were so exciting. Not only submitted by boys, some of the girls had submitted a wonderful proposal of using whatever theme they have and commercializing that theme. And we are shortlisting soon to provide them a sort of financial support. This can in turn be taken as a message by all of you. During the day-long celebrations, they may give certain schemes, certain methods, and that will in turn induce into your concept that we can and we will become self-dependent. We're in an era where job scarcity is a major concern. And to earn something on the basis of your mental ideas, themes, by either collaborating with somebody else also or independently, individually, trying to draft a scheme, and the result would be wonderful. You will in turn send a message to all the youngsters that I can, or he or she can do it. And in this entrepreneurship, the concept is not to give you only themes, but also to induce into you to propose a theme.
When the University of Kashmir established this new Gen IED with a motive, with a aim to provide assistance under the startups and incubation to the students of our own university. It has started some 4 or 5 years back, and we got some funding from Ahmedabad, IIM Ahmedabad, and some 2 other centers. And that day we have provided like this type 2 at present. We have also invited certain applications from the students at that time, and given assistance which was ranging from 5 lakhs to 7 lakhs to the students of the University of Kashmir to start their new ventures, new ideas, and other things. But to be honest with you, unfortunately, certain development has happened that it couldn't be taken in the right direction from that day. And now, last year, when Honorable Vice Chancellor took a review of this center, she was surprised to know that we have given money to students of this university, and those students have vanished in thin air. They have not returned, and they have not turned with certain whatever they were given the task in this university to do. She took a serious note of it, and the center was again reviewed, and again we got Mr. Sattaj to look after this center. And fortunately, Mr. Sattaj took the issue with the earlier funding agency, funding institution, and they had closed that funding, but Honorable Vice Chancellor has also intervened. Sartaj has taken he has went there also, and fortunately the funding agency has accepted that we will review and we will fund again, provided you do like this and this. So they have given a task for us that we should now review the center again with a motive to get the students on the platform and bring some innovative ideas which can be incubated in the center to go for the startups. And very recently, what Sataj Sir was telling, that we have advertised few projects under incubation as well as the startup scheme, and some 68 students have applied for that scheme, and there was a strong review committee which reviewed few experts from outside also, and hopefully the result will come, and few students whose ideas have been found prudent and good, they will be funded, given the grant under this scheme. So my request to the students is what we are all now thinking, and what we are all now studying in our classes also, that let us not go for the government jobs, let us be entrepreneurs, let us be startup givers ourselves, so that we can develop our families, develop ourselves, and develop the society as well. I just will quote, I don't know whether you are the students of commerce and management studies, whether you have gone through the theory of Max Weber. He has given a bureaucracy theory, then he has given another theory which is by the name of Protestant Ethics and Rise of Capitalism, where few postulates, I will just I will quote 3 postulates of his theory of capitalism. He says that work is worship. That was the one postulate. Second, he says that time is money. Time is money. And third, he says that money begets money. So you have seen the rise of capitalism in Europe and West, and mostly it is contributed, and mostly it is attributed to the Max Weber's theory of Protestant physics and rise of capitalism, because a religion was considered as a part of rise of capitalism by the theory of Max Weber. We all know that Honorable Vice Chancellor has already taken rather in a mission mode. We are doing a good job. University of Kashmir is doing a good job, but Honorable Vice Chancellor has already given a task that let us get these centers, startups, innovation, incubation, CIE, other all centers. Let us get it, rather skill development also. Let us get them in a single umbrella where we can monitor and we can see their progress. So inshallah you will see that University of Kashmir will become, it is already doing a good job, whether it is the centers in DLL or the SRC, erstwhile SRC, or other centers. But now we are going to have a centralized center for all these what we call as the skill development and innovation. And my request to all students is who are from commerce, who are from economics, who are from management studies, or even from the other departments, that they should also submit their proposals to the IoT Zakura, to the new ID, to the IT center, or to the university itself, where their ideas can be examined and scrutinized by a committee, and if they are found well, they can be funded by the university also. If you go to the bank, or if you go to any other funding agency, they will charge you interest. Normally they will charge you interest for the loan money, and university will not charge you anything. And if you prove a good entrepreneurs, you prove a good incubators, you will be provided more funding for those ventures.
It's with immense pleasure and pride that I stand before you today as we embark on a journey of exploration, innovation, and inspiration. I welcome you to the Foundations of Entrepreneurship workshop organized by the Newgen Incubation Center, University of Kashmir. We are truly honored to have with us today our Honorable Vice Chancellor, whose vision and leadership continue to steer our university towards excellence. Your presence, ma'am, adds immense value to our event, and we are grateful for your kind and generous support that you have been extending to the Newgen Incubation Center from time to time. Our hearty welcome also extends to the Registrar and Dean Research, whose roles are pivotal in shaping the academic excellence landscape of our institution. Your presence here underscores the importance our university places on fostering an environment of research, learning, and entrepreneurial spirit. To the postgraduate students present here today, you are the linchpin of our academic community. As a whole, your pursuit of knowledge, your passion for your respective fields, and your potential to shape the future makes events like these both relevant and exciting. Honorable Vice Chancellor, I would like to invite your kind attention towards the recent activities of the Newgen Incubation Center of the University. I feel proud to mention that the Newgen IEDC, as an important unit of the University of Kashmir, is working tirelessly to ensure that our university becomes more vibrant and thriving to contribute towards its key role of promotion of startups and entrepreneurial mindset among the youth in this region of the country. We offer incubation facilities to the tech-based startups in the field of finance, healthcare, education, agriculture, clean environment, and other emerging areas. Besides funding grants, startups can be extended incubation support, access to IT infrastructure, mentoring and training facilities. Recently, our university, through Newgen Incubation Center, signed a memorandum of understanding with the Startup Incubation and Innovation Center, the Incubation Center of IIT Kanpur. This incubation center is one of the elite and developed incubation centers in the country. The collaboration with them has not only helped us to a great extent in implementation of the existing government-sponsored startup incubation project, but it is expected to be very much instrumental in future activities and development of the New Gen Incubation Center of the university. Ma'am, we had invited applications for startups for incubation under Tide 2.0 scheme sponsored by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, to which we received an overwhelming response. A total of 60 startup applicants from local region and also from various states across the country competed for incubation by pitching their innovative startup ideas before university's competent screening cum selection committee during November 9 and 10 of the current month. Out of these startup proposals, we hope to get on board some of the good startups that will be incubated by the University of Kashmir at its New Gen Incubation Center. Our university will be actually contributing towards the development of entrepreneur spirit among the local youth, besides contributing towards unemployment reduction in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. Ma'am, most of our educated youth, after completing their education, often prefer to seek government or private jobs. They tend to be less inclined towards startups or entrepreneur activity. This is because entrepreneurship requires them to have risk-taking ability, which is mostly not present in them because humans in general tend to be risk-averse. So today's workshop is basically aimed to inculcate risk-taking attitude among our students by making them aware about various nuances of entrepreneurship and launching of startups. They will be made aware about various support and assistance facilities that they can avail if they choose to begin their startups. Ma'am, under your moral and administrative guidance and support, we plan to organize more of such activities and events in the near future so that more of our youth are motivated towards startups and entrepreneurship activity. These efforts will bring a shift in the present mindset of our youth from being job seekers to become job providers. The foundation of entrepreneurship workshop aims to be a catalyst for the entrepreneur dreams. Throughout the day, we'll delve into the fundamental principles that drive innovation, business acumen, and the spirit of entrepreneurship. Through insightful discussions, practical exercises, and interactions with seasoned entrepreneurs, we hope to ignite the spark that transforms ideas into ventures.